Well, welcome back. My name is Sam, or Erfaren, and I can't stop building. I really can't. I genuinely, today was going to be another like adventure, or maybe we build a farm, or maybe we do something else. But I got so carried away trying to come up with more builds that looked like the forge that we did in the last episode, that I made another one. So today we're gonna make another very large building in a similar style to this. Like I said, I really love this arch motif, especially with all the new shelves. I'm obsessed with the shelves. And so I sat down for honestly a couple days to come up with another fun build that we could put into the world here that kind of matched the same vibe, but gave another, another piece to the city. And so I got to thinking about, what are some things that you would commonly find in a town? And the very first thing that popped into my mind was a library. And so I thought, hey, what if we build a library in town, but put a fun little twist on it? So today we're going to build not only a library, but an observatory as well. And I am so excited for it. It's going to be a place I'm thinking where we can house some, obviously, librarian villagers, but then maybe we'll have a cartographer or two, and we'll just pretend that they're astronomers and not just cartographers. But that's the plan for today. The thing we need to figure out, though, is where this thing will fit. And honestly, I was looking around and trying to decide, do I want to build something over there? Do I want to start filling out over there? But honestly, I really want this all to feel like a more compact town. And so I think it's going to go right here, but just based off of what I've put together, we've got to tear down the original small house. So I'm going to go ahead and get this little guy torn down, and maybe we'll rebuild him in the future. But honestly, these three houses that we built as the demos, well, however long ago that was, I think honestly the three of them do need to move. And I've been thinking that they might look good right here. So honestly, I think maybe to start off today, let's tear these three down and move them right back over here. That is much better. So I actually changed up what I was gonna do. I was thinking I was gonna put all of them right here, but I kind of felt like that was too crowded. And I've always kind of wanted to build a little park or fountain or something right here. So what I ended up doing is just putting the small house right here, kind of in line with the other houses. So, it's just another house to walk up to. And actually I forgot to do a little path like that. And it kind of stays in this neighborhood, and I really like that. But then I decided to actually put the medium house right next to the large house. And again, I've wanted to do a park or something in this area. So I think it gives just another good two places to have some green space. But then, of course, the houses are exactly as they were, just now moved out of the way of where I need for today's build. So what's going to happen is I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to tear all of this down. Then we got just a few materials to collect. It's really not that much. I actually have most of what we need. But before I actually get into building the library / observatory here for the town, I want to make sure that we actually have the villagers ready for this. And I'm thinking we're just going to keep it simple. We want a mending villager, an unbreaking villager, and I don't know, maybe a protection 4. And then the cartographer, I don't really care what it is. We can just have whatever. But I think for the librarians, that's what I want. So what we're going to do now is we are going to get a number of these guys over into the zombification chamber. And we are going to, oh goodness, shuffle through trades until we get the ones we're looking for. This might take a minute. Ooh, mending for 16 is not bad. Okay, let's just snag that one. I feel like that's probably about as low as we're gonna get him. We're just gonna keep that one. Now let's send him over to where he belongs. And hopefully we can drop that mending down even lower. I doubt it's going to be too crazy low, but anything is better than nothing at all. Also, where did we put all of our other rails? Well, I suppose that is a problem for later us. Let's go ahead and grab the rails that we do have and connect them up with the zombification chamber and with the push of a button and killing of this guy. I don't know how he came through because we're on the roof. We now have ourselves a zombie that we can send back over. And now you get to sit here and wait for a little bit. Now, while I was working on getting that guy all sorted, I remembered that we have an unbreaking villager that is actually buried just down here. And I'm thinking we can just take both of these guys. We have an unbreaking and a silk touch, and put them into the library as well. So we don't need to worry about either of those. So I think the last one we're gonna look for is a protection 4 villager. So hopefully this guy will be our guy. And that should then be enough to go ahead. Oh, whoops, I forgot to put this back together. That should then be enough to go ahead and start getting everything thrown together. And of course, we'll also get a cartographer. But like I said, I'm not too worried about whatever that cartographer might sell to us. Alrighty, and let's go ahead with this and try and get this all handled. Can you stop that, please? Okay, protection 4 for 22 is the lowest I've seen it so far. I mean, it's already been like 15 minutes of me doing this. I might just take it. We know how to get emeralds now, so I'm not too worried about that. So let's go ahead. Let's lock that in. I need some more. How are you here? I need some more emeralds. But if we lock that in, there we go. Let's send this guy through for his zombification ritual. Oh, actually, I don't even need to do that. I'll just do this and I will step away for a minute. There we go. All right, we've got 2 zombified little guys here. Now what we need to do is get our last guy in, and then we should be good to go. And like I said, the last guy is just going to be our cartographer, and I don't really mind what he trades, so we're just gonna take the first cartographer that we get and whatever trades they give us, and I will be happy with that. With our cartographer locked in, let's let these guys zombify him. So once this guy has been zombified, we can get these 3 cured, and then I think it might actually be time to go ahead and get the library and observatory put together. So let's hit them with the splash potion of weakness. Let's grab our golden apples, and we will wait for them to cure up, and then we'll get the library all put together. So without further ado, let's get to it. And with that, the library slash observatory is done. My goodness, I love the shape of this. I was so inspired after building this roof, and I was like, wow, this is kind of a shape I've never done before. And I was like, well, what if we took that same idea but made it almost a half circle? And that was the inspiration for the idea for this roof. and I love it. And the gray stained glass, I'm obsessed with it right now. We used a lot of that gray stained glass up in here as well, and I just absolutely love how that looks. But without further ado, let me go ahead and walk you around inside to show you all of the little bits and details of this build. So obviously we've got the arches. Like I said, that's the big motif I think I want to carry around in a lot of the builds here central to town. So I think that's something that we're going to see a lot going forward in a lot of these builds, kind of similar with this polished deep slate look for the base time roofs. But here, if we walk right in, you'll see we have all of our villagers sitting here. I was originally going to have the cartographer wandering around, and then he wandered into here. So he gets to stay here with the others now. But we do have a 1 emerald mending book. We have ourselves a 1 emerald protection book, and we have ourselves a 1 emerald unbreaking book. So that is fantastic. And then our cartographer will give us, maps and stuff for paper. So you know what, he's good too. And I am once again using the honey blocks underneath to stop them from jumping up, and I love it. So thanks again for the tip on that. I mean, that's changed everything about how I use villagers and like store them now, because now I feel like I can actually let them roam around and have a reasonable, height instead of something super, super tall. So thank you for that. But here, as you walk in, obviously is the main library area. So you've got books everywhere. If we wanted to store, if we wanted to buy some books from the villagers and store them around just for easy access, we've got a couple places that we can store them around as well as just some good greenery everywhere. I wanted to make sure there was lots of greenery similar to over there, because I really am loving this kind of solar punky mixed scheme thing that we got going on here, and I want to continue that. So that's why there's a lot of greenery inside. But we're gonna take a step upstairs now, because upstairs is really where the story of this build comes in. So what we're looking at right here, wrong button for that. What we're looking at right here is a big telescope that shoots off into the sky. And obviously it's daytime, so the effect of this isn't as great, but you'll see we've got Skulk here that kind of looks like stars reflecting off the night sky onto the telescope. And I just absolutely love it. I think it's so fun, and it's almost a comically large telescope, but I wanted it to be that way. So I'm really happy with it. But let me show you all my favorite detail aside from the beautiful light that comes in. If you come right here, this hole that is right behind me, and you look into it, you can see the starry night sky. Oh my goodness, I love it. It's just it's obviously, there's just some skulk right here and a piece of glass to kind of give it the illusion of looking through a lens. But I love how this looks, and it matches obviously with what's up top. So kind of feels like you're looking up and out into the night sky, and I am so happy with it. And it just gives just a little bit more, of a way to interact with this in the world. Oh my gosh, I love this. I'm so happy with this. A couple other details to touch on here. We've got just kind of this little symbol thing that I put together with some gold blocks. So it's not really anything special, but I liked how it looked from over here, so I left that in. And then inside of this, you'll see we've just got some lights to make sure nothing spawns, but there's nothing else really going on inside. But yeah, that's the observatory portion of this room, or of this building, I should say. And I absolutely love it. You also have a wonderful view down into the library, and obviously beautiful views out of all of these windows. I wanted to make sure there was glass everywhere so that you could see all of the beautiful houses, the water, the town, everything. So you'll notice there's a lot of glass here, and especially down on the first floor, where you can look out in every single direction and get a view of the town. And I am really, really happy with that. But now what we're going to do is go up to the final floor. We'll come up here, and again, you've got a nice view into the observatory. I love standing right here. Like this, I love this view so very much. And again, beautiful views out all the way to the jungle out in the distance, thanks to distant horizons. But then the final room we have is right up here, and I kind of wanted a little home base for myself in the village, and I think this is going to be it. I've made myself just a little, library sitting area type thing. I used some shelves to make a big sectional couch that'll sit, right here in front of the fire, with some treasures to look at. There's actually some hidden lights in here to help light up the room, which is why there's actually only the one light that you can see, but the room is, and aside from the fires, I should say, and the room is so bright because of that. So I think that's pretty fun. We do have Cooper here. He oxidized, so I brought him back here, because it's kind of my shop where I gotta work on things. So I'm gonna work on Cooper, get him back and operational, and then we will get him back down to the forge. But then, of course, you see we've got another thing here, which I forgot, a slab, but we made a chair. So now I can sit right here at my desk with my lovely chair. And I think, honestly, shelves are so good for furniture. Like, I think this is like the perfect armchair. I'm really happy with how this looks. So let me see if we can't, put in the missing block really quick though, so that we don't have the floor missing. Here's this. Boom. There we go. Now we've got the bottom of our seat back. So there, this is the completed chair. And yeah, I love it. And I love that there's actually kind of a space that I can call home in town. So I don't just have to worry about, jumping between whatever bed is nearest to me. I kind of have a central area. I can store some things here and there if I want. I definitely need to put a ender chest in here, and maybe I'll just leave the one that I've been carrying around. We'll just leave that there so we have one here. But yeah, this is it. Like I said, I've got beautiful, beautiful views out in every direction, and I'm so happy. Let me actually, now that it's nighttime, let's zoom back out. So do you get the illusion now? You see this? So with the night sky, I just feel like the twinkling lights on this, it looks like the stars reflecting back down. And oh my goodness, I love it so much. It's so cool. I love it. But yeah, so this is the library and observatory, and I couldn't be happier with it. Actually, we're gonna walk outside and take a look at it. Yeah, I adore this build. I don't know what stroke of inspiration has hit me in the past 2 weeks for this one and this one, but I am so happy with both of these builds and just how they fit in here at the village. And honestly, at first I was kind of concerned about where I had placed the library, because you can't really see it when you're coming in. But then I realized, any normal view is going to be from down here. And so if we walk up and in, you'll kind of see what made me decide to put it where it is. So you come up here and you see this, how it fills in this space. That's really what I was hoping. I was hoping I'd find something that filled in the space. So now, we've got this path here. If we follow the path and imagine some buildings here and there, oh my goodness, look at this. This is what I wanted. A big build that would fill the entire view and really make you feel like you're in this town. And I think this did exactly that. I mean, it takes up the entire field of view from pretty much wherever you are once you turn the corner in this town square. And of course, we'll have another one here eventually. Probably another build here. And the town square will probably expand a little bit. And oh my goodness, I think it's perfect. And oh goodness, the telescope has obviously a gap, as you can see. I wanted to make sure the telescope was not in any way obstructed. The telescope's got a gap that allows it to shoot straight up. And even though we've got a lot of lights everywhere, light pollution is very, very low. So I mean, look at all those stars you can see. It just works perfectly. But yeah, there you go. This is the build I've been working on, and I hope you enjoy it. I absolutely love it so very much. But with all of this, with the moving of these, house designs over here, the zombification of the villagers, the building of this whole thing, and some mishaps in between where I had to completely rework the villagers because I forgot to stop them from zombifying each other again. But that's okay, we figured it out. That is going to be all of the time that I have for today. So as always, thank you so very much for watching. If you're new or you find yourself coming back, consider subscribing. We would love to have you here for this video, for all of the videos to come and any series to come as well. I will ask if you find yourself coming back, or if this is the first time that you're here, consider leaving a comment or leaving a like, because that's the best way to help the channel grow, and it really means a lot to me. So if you would, that would mean a lot, and I appreciate it. But regardless, I do appreciate you being here and watching the video, so thank you so very much. But yeah, that's all I've got. Thanks again. Take care, and I will see you soon.